Hi, everybody. This is Allison from Allykatkreations. How are you? Please like, share, and subscribe. Buttons down there to my channel if you haven't yet done so. If you get anything from my work, a connect a dot, an epiphany, a mind explosion, a new book to read, a new author to explore, please consider supporting my work. All the links are at the bottom. Anything helps at this point. And all these fun creations behind me, pyramids, protection pyramids, artwork, all of that fun stuff. Go check out my website, AllyKatzkreations211.com. This way you get to see the portfolio and what my talents are. And if you're interested, email me. And if you see something you like, I might have it available and I can always customize most things. Can't say everything, but I work with people. And I'm also not expensive, by the way, just saying. Before I begin, I'm going to just say I have a cute kitty cat scrunchie. I went to a cat cafe down the block from my house and I just needed to feel the vibes because me and Cat, I have an affinity for them. And being that it's like my last name, I have Morgan's now gone a few months and I miss having cats in my presence. I have little Thor, but he doesn't stay all day. And sometimes I need something to cuddle with or just to, pet and take my mind off of what's going on in life. And I saw two cats that are there. I don't know if there's an adoption fee. I really hope not. And if it's like minimal, I hope so. But there's two that I would really like to rescue that are super adorable. One's all fully black but long hair, and it's a she. And the other one's a tuxedo like Morgan, but doesn't have the same facial features as Morgan. So I'd be okay with that because she's my baby and always will be. So this tux is adorable too. And they seem like they're out of the kitten stage, that I don't have to worry about like chewing on furniture and cords and all the kitten stuff that you have to worry about as a pet parent. Like, I don't think I would have to worry so much about it. So I'm thinking about adopting two babies. We'll see. It all depends on costs and if they're available. Anywho, cat scrunchie. So I've read a lot and did a lot of videos on this book. Not my favorite book because I cannot pronounce. For those of you who are new to my channel, hi, I don't project things. That's my teeth. I don't shy away from that. I'm really redneck too, born in the South. Just RA medication, chemo, and a lot of things that I had as a younger child ate away my teeth. Anywho, I also have projection problems and I am allergic to my own self. Great hormone I'm allergic to. So my tongue does get a little swollen. So it's been really difficult for me in the last couple of weeks to read, period. I get it out because I love what I do. I don't know how hard this is going to be, but I'm going to do my best. We're going to do the book of Saphah. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. There's some other sections. We don't have much left of this book. We do, but we don't. So I don't know where there's a lot of pictures and stuff. I might be inclined to show. We'll see. So I'm going to start with that here today. And like I said, I am also dyslexic. That's my pencil. But just have grace and compassion for the most part. Also, lastly, this just came to my head. Thank you, Spirit. On my social medias, you can just follow me on certain ones, but some of them you need to friend request me. But like, I just I don't press OK and confirm to everybody, because there's a lot of scams. There's a lot of people that steal other people's identities. And then there are trolls. Or there's people that are spying on other people and using me to spy. So I am very intuitive. I read intentions. So if you are interested in on my private Facebook page, I don't mind, but just message me beforehand. Say, hey, I would like to, I watch your YouTube channel, yada, yada, yada. And, you know, I would love to join your page. But I'm very strict with, I could smell it from a mile away. So if I don't accept you, know that there is probably a deep reason for it. Just message me and we'll talk when I have the time. Introducing, good job. See, it's already starting. Introduction to Saphah. I, being Saphah, am to perish. I am the perishable history of the earth. I am the dying history, not dead. The legends, the skeleton on one-time giant. In my youth, I was science, philosophy, and religion. I reach into all the nations of the earth. Distant with me is nothing. Time, nothing. I was as a tree of life in time long past. The devotedly loved son of light. The fruit I bore fed all the inhabitants of the earth, but the flesh of the fruit hath perished. The seed still liveth. My seed is in languages, in words, in rocks, in ruined walls, in fallen temples and buried cities. These are the remnants of my corporeal body, and these last days my remnants that once were the living members of my body shall forth and speak their parting words to the newborn Cosmon. Hear ye these, my sons and daughters, O ye, that search for the light of ages past, but found not. I am the book of past, of the things that are past, of corporeal world perishable. Simeon, Samoan, possibly. It's just the way it's broken up. Interpretation. The earth, panic. Pan, sa, the ground. The foundation, panic. Na'a, poet. Kai, pan. Oh, here we go with the names. Sas and Asa, San. Adama, Phonis, Adama, Ebra, Radan, Vedi, Buha, Sanskrit. The first name applied to earth as man in looking forth said, Had, Sheen, Waha, Algonquin, written with a straight line horizontal. Oh, the sky, the canopy over Pan. Jason Brashear talks about the canopy. Kai, Oshak, Phonis, Dio, Vedi, Enyo, Algonquin, as a man would examine looking upward the vault above the earth. Esk, earth and sky, third combination, one corporeal world and its canopy, panic. Idek, P-O-X, Phonis, Ska, Algonquin, the near world. Eska, the cosmos, the world, the sun and moon, and the earth and stars, and all skies panic. Iraq, Ayut, Irat, Phonis, Iret, Ibra, Ad, earth, Om, skies, Jasik, Vedi. The fourth combination beyond measure, Sagat, Sanskrit, Asai, sheen. Io, from below forever, from upward forever, panic, Idu, Daki, Mayo, sheen. Shigo, Algonquin, Udo, Vedi, Udosh, Sanskrit, upward and downward forever, none can measure the extent. Hoi, the penetrable and impenetrable, the create and the ooze, panic, joy or woe, Gao, Ori, Ziri, Yoi, Verdi. A ray of sunlight is Hoi. It destroys and creates. Man's speech is Hoi. It can heal or poison. Urs Hoi, poison, Vedi. Get Oi, good healing, Sheen. Engi Hoi, medicine man, Algonquin. Draw, or druk, or drug, that leadeth to destruction the four dark corners of the world, northeast, southeast, northwest, southwest. The temple is sacred to the south and north and east and west. The serpents and devouring beasts came to the arena from Dro, panic, cross purpose, evil purpose, Kruv, Vedi, a serpent-like evil, Druk, evil spirit, Vedi, Druj, evil destroyer, Poyit, Druja, sign of death, Shanik, crossbones, danger from unseen spirits, and X or Drooks, Ugg or Ugg, Algonquin, ugly, English, at crosses, angular, the place of the evil gods in the cemeteries. The four quarters of the world are good, but the four corners are evil. Eoha, the unseen power, creator, panic. Before man could comprehend the old spirit, he was taught the wind and all unseen, and to call it Eoi, the emblem of the boundless end of life. Elohai, synonymous with Eohai, the creator, the person who moveth the wind, the old soul, the old self, the second self, more subtle than the wind. It is the circumference of all. It extendeth from left to right, and from below upward, the motions of the hand and arm in auditory. The hand and arm speak his name. It is the secret sign. It holdeth the emblem of life, panic and gaw. Ego Quinn, Aliquin. Gos Sheen, Jehovah Finish, Jehovah Ebra, Geozith Heut, Zeo Vanity, the soul of all. As the emblem is a living wheel, I swear by it. Let my accusers say I have not the holy gifts. Thou shalt bind me on the wheel. The great spirit will release me. Let the wheel of my name be by the roadside, that he who has passeth may turn it in remembrance of the I am. This shall be a prayer from the unlearned, and I will hear them. Zarathustra, Susa, and complete. Without evil, the all world would be incomplete. Spirit of Kapoor, spirit of S, panic. Soa, Sheen, Lula, Heut, Hist, 2O, Phonis. The wheel hath both good and evil. It hath the leaf of life. The priest shall be proved on the wheel. If he be released, he is holy. If he be not released, he is unholy and shall perish. Though an evil man die by the wheel, it is not bad for him. Only the man that loveth Jehovah feareth not to have the wheel roll over him. Druk ana verde, druj I hogen, simak, Jägernacht, English. It's probably German. It sounds like Jägernacht. Susa, living death. Sheen. Druk, panic. Evil, earth evils, poisons, plagues. Rush, Venice. Snake, poison. Poison lurketh on the earth. Rocks, Algonquin and Kai. Roots, the time of females. Ebra, when the signs are down, be ye patient. Usk, the outer covering is evil. Husk, English, all flesh is druk, evil. Hoys, sheen. Gain, panic. Gaian, sheen. Egan, mankind, sheen. Edam and Eden, Phoenice. Adam, Ebra. Purim, Sanskrit. Pam, Vedi, Sam, speaking animal. Kai, Samuel, prophet. Ebra. Gang, rich, Landover, Sheen. Ang, Algonquin. Anger, Hoyt. Oh, don't know how to say that. Kai, man, English. So this is going to go on for a little bit, so stick with me. I'm hoping there's actual words to talk about and something to actually make sense here. Sorry sorry to those who actually enjoy this book. I don't know how you do it. I mean, I don't align with this. It's Anunnaki and Orion, but as I keep butchering phonics, God, the test panic. If the S released him, then he is our true prophet. He hath sworn by the wheel. He shall be an oath to swear by the all I am. Isha ga sheen druk a hoyit. E la phonis Allah bra. Ishu bu whatever. Pledging by Hebrew. Ak gak Algonquin, he shall be proved on the cross, the draw, and he dieth not. Let him answer on his name that he hath professed. If he be a false prophet, he will fear Uga test. False prophets' bones hang on the Drew, the cross. The true are released by Eolin. Evil spirit, panic. Poit. Ku. Phonis. Kuch. I know that sounds funny. Ebra, the evil that is above. Yugi. Sheen, evil spirits who love evil. Zayuk. Vedi. Yusa. Kai. Algonquin. Foam. Wind, panic, foam, sheen. Om, Algonquin, evil wind, rock, Ebra, that the speaketh without lips, fume. Verde, his fumes, Kai. Yote, panic, water, vote. Kai, voti, vati, and varis, vedi. Gatwa and got. Weary, morning, water, Algonquin. Ya, Iwa, Hoyt, Hoya, Phonis, Hoy, this is so mind-boggling here. Ebra. Dang, light, panic, ha, dang, kai. Orang, Phonis, Ora, Ebra. Angie, sheen. Fire, light, Sanskrit. Og, Algonquin, spiritual light. Young, daylight, Hebrew. I'm going to skip a bunch of it because I want to get to reading. And if you have this book, read along with me. You could probably pronounce half of this stuff better, but that goes on for a little bit. And it's just words being told in different of the languages. And I'm going to just skip through because half of this seems like it's going through. Oh, holy crap. Yeah, we're gonna have fun here, but I'm gonna just speed along. Saw the crossbones, the sign of an evil man that died in evil panic. The evil cross, the English letter X. He was bound on the wheel and perished. There was no all holy in him. Let this mark be branded on his forehead, that all men may know he is false prophet. He rotted on the wheel. Ahi verde. Sahan, let this be a sign of evil spirits. Hisa Algonquin. To wither Sanskrit, this shall be the sign of war. It shall be on the banners of the righteous. They shall go forth shouting, Esba, Daisa, death, sa, let perish for righteousness' sake rather than do evil. Su, an enlightened man, also Og, panic. Su Sheen, with the gift of prophecy. Su, I proclaim in the name of Elohai. So, Shu, he would not kill a worm. He standeth betwixt us and the all light. Tu, Su, perceiving by the unseen, the interior bright. Su, one who cannot sin, the purified sun. His serpent's word he maketh noise like the wind, who can distinguish between the voice of Elohim and the hiss that kills. From the two evil corners above the hiss, descended his food of the earth, that the tempteth to the earth is hiss. The hiss that crawleth have I made an emblem of the hiss that teacheth lust. The sign of treachery, a poison unseen, a danger that man cannot heal. First I made poison air, from that I made poisonous weeds, and from them I made hiss. To crawl on his belly commanded I him. The lowest made I him, he biteth himself and dieth therefrom. The sum of evil is to be its own destroyer. Sam2 triangle, the sign of Kippur, and S in Elohim. Also the soul light, Elohim, the Kippur light, the sun, and the burning flame. Also an instrument for measuring. Boy, a square, a box, a sign of righteousness. Soy, a measure with two lengths and one angle. Interesting. Sorry guys, I'm just saying those things. It doesn't make any kind of sense to my brain, and I know I'm butchering shit, so I'm just gonna skip where I see fit. I'm not trying to take the integrity away, but I don't think people need to hear me go over a million names I'm butchering, and there's no substance to any of this, in my estimation and opinion. I'm not here to disrespect. Gauze, hypotenuse, a line from the top of an upright to a distance from the base of the upright. Guys, panic. Panic isn't. The panic language? The mean between upright and horizontal. The man who is not upright and yet not evil. The man betwixt. An angle of support, a sign, a line, a rope. Sargi, a pyramid. My side's guy, but I am the center shaft. The temple was built east and west and north and south, and the four corners representing good and evil were squared with the world. The sacred house of Elohim, a building with chambers for spirit communion. Gao, a measuring instrument, a plumb, a level combined. They gave my base a level and the sights on an angle of the plumb line. Plume, maybe. Were level also, and in the distance a tech goss, about 20 miles. Discovered the rounded earth. By the gal was the earth proven to be a globe. Interesting. I'm not either or. I'm putting a pause here. I'm not either or. Okay. I believe it's a simulation and what you perceive is what it becomes, but the only way it would be a globe is if the firmament, the canopy. Get it? You see it? See it? Yep. I'm more of a toroidal energy kind of person. A proven problem in exact. Gao, a geometrical language. Language is of two parts. The proven is Gao. The unproven is Mi Gao. A sacred instrument that cannot err. My sacred temple shall be built by Gao. Man shall learn to prove all things. It shall be the symbol of proof. Be patient that your sight may not err, saith Gao. Tripod, symbol of earth, water, and air, my three are one. Without these three, nothing can be born into life. Hassam, the stool of the prophet, only on the tripod shall the oracle proclaim Ahem. The origin of the term Ahem, the language of oracles, a language with two or three meanings, sacred language of Arabia. Pa, to pull a capstone. The stones of the temple shall be drawn up with push. Trowel or axe or hatchet. My hand is of a wood hand. I make even. I shall be assigned by the foot. The temple is the work of my hand, but who knoweth the hand of the Great Spirit? His hand is over all. A lazy man shall not have me for a sign, saith Shoo. A compass, an instrument to measure circles, circumference without any part of a square. Inqua, a thing within a thing. The S that is in Kapoor, the soul that is in S. Three within one. Mani, the earth within the vortex. Equa, swift flying equation. Racehorse. Isu, a young child that has not sinned, the true cross within Elohai. Aisu, child prophet. My issue shall have no flesh desires. His love knoweth all men and women alike. One who is born sexless. I can't pronounce that. The evil cross, the written sign of Sa. The moon, Git. The second light. The moon much receiving the gentle moon, she sendeth forth the gold light. The sun, Gitto, the central light. Let the sun stand to the corporeal world as Jehovah standeth to the all seeing. He, the Gitto, shall be on the beam betwixt the pillars as a symbol of my power as he bringeth forth grass. So bring I forth the souls of men. He sendeth forth Karagua, whatever, the old heat. He sendeth the white light, or the corporeal sunlight, the driving. Sang, the small shining that sendeth forth the twinkle. The prophet took triangles and laid them separately below the king. Os, the prophet said, E-O-I, E-O-I, twice, and straightway the angles were interlocked. Lo and behold, nothing had been broken. And Os, the king said, these shall be hung up in the temple as a testimony before man that the Great Spirit is with my people. His light shall be my light. Sacred star, two triangles of different kinds of wood interlock without serving by spirit power. Let my prophets prove themselves by the sacred star, and they shall sit on the Kesem and be oracles in my kingdom, an emblem of a miracle kept over the altar. He called yoking a starlight evening less than the moon. X, two or more against each other, collision, life against death, or sour against sweet, or bad against good, the supposed opposites in all things. Moonrise, morning, sunrise, dawn. At dawn fly away the evil spirits, at dawn come the shining full of holies. The wise man hath found Gitmoa, full of cow, receptivity, Tau the bull, force-giving. He maketh a book at dawn, the seventh heaven cometh the morning light. High noon, the sun at noon, let high dang be an emblem over my altar. He is the glory of the day, as in the great spirit of the soul world. As ye bow before him, do it in remembrance of him, that ye see not he is of my body and life. And as much as ye glorify him, so I, Elohim, the creator, glorify ye in the heavens above. See to it that ye worship not the corporeal son, but glorify my works in remembrance of me. Keep these symbols covered, save on the days of sacrifice, lest your enemies accuse ye of worshiping Kippur. Sorry, I'm pausing, guys, so I'm like taking all those names that I can't pronounce away. Night, darkness, the time of Iswin ceremonies, let us meet privy on the mountaintop in Shik. The angels require it of us. Not having mountaintops that meet in the swamps and had Iswin, became a law for Mihawk, a tribe of the Algonquin. When the drought destroyed, let behold faithful on the mountaintops, and the rains will I send from heaven. Work, vortex, whirlwind. Who shall find the cause of work? I am at work continually, as I set the work, the whirlwind before man's eyes. So before the hosts of the long risen do I make the dissolved worlds. The labor, work, labor. The whirlwind is labor, per se, without hands. The sign of S at labor, the make of corporeal worlds. A corporeal world within a whirlwind. Water, earth, air, and ether. Earth, lower heaven, upper heaven. Sunbelt of the earth, the portion of the earth subject to vertical rays, direct, oscillating. Gave I unto you that ye might behold the glory of summer, the fragrance of spring, the beauty of autumn, and the snow of winter. Study the ant and the bee, they comprehend Ankh. The lazy man shall learn Ankh. The sign said, panic. The sign Aries, or in English letter T, the sign of wisdom and gentleness. Said a lamb, a man's nose and eyebrows, the man who winneth by love, gentleness. A seed. And said rose up on the third day after the creation of the world and stood above the sun. The great spirit, Eloi, said, this is my son, the corporeal son, yet can behold at high noon. By my son said standeth above this. All that are gentle and good draweth he to my kingdom nirvana. Do not unto another what ye would not desire done unto you, or ye shall not behold my son said, who standeth on my right hand. The earth is mine, said, by love will I redeem it. A sheep with a woman's face, symbol of love, gently or gentleness, let, or as lamb speaketh. A name signifying gentleness and wisdom, written sign of a lamb, or of the nose and eyebrows of man, a symbol of stars and zodiac, Let this be the season to bring together male and female. They shall go to the altar and consult the voices of the stars through my prophets. Whoever hath said in his returneth good for evil. New moon, watch ye for the new moon and glorify the great spirit that ye may prosper. It shall be a holy day of rest. At the change of the second quarter of the moon is relief. Watch my angels who abide with mortals. Let thy be a holy day of rest. The third quarter, a holy day of rest. Let my chosen keep the 4 holy days of rest during each moon. For on these days do my guardian angels change the watch. The incentive given by the spirits of mortals do make mortals observe and learn the planets. A holy day, the day of the moon's change. Sabbath, a moon's birthday, because 4 quarters to each moon, so do I give to you 4 Sabbath, which shall be days of worship. Tau, a bull, a projector, sign of the bull's head and horns. As the prophets interpreted, so shall the king. He edicts are Tau, bulls, opposite from said Aries, opposite from cow, receptivity. Osiris, oft confounded with Aries, a god of the lower heavens. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to figure out. Give me a pause here. So I sort of understand looking at this because I'm gonna like end this section here. I'm gonna continue with it the next time because we're gonna go into Osiris. But what I am seeing is the different languages that the book does traverse. The panic is language. It's a panic language. I don't like that at all. But this next part, there's more like substance to read. I mean, there's still a lot of the, what each stuff means, but I want to kind of keep it section 2 because they do Osiris here. And this goes on for a lot. But there's substance here, and I wanted to keep sections to sections so it makes sense, if that makes sense. But this should be very interesting. So I know these are hard to see, but this stupid, nonsensical camera. And then you get a tree. Those are all the languages. And we actually see some of this in the Curtis books. In some of the occulty books, some of these symbols. So I find it really cool. I just, for those that are like, what the hell is this girl reading? Sorry. I also have a storm incoming, like pretty bad. Derecho is incoming right now. Great. So what I'm speculating here is that they're breaking down like a lot of the things, terms in the different language sayings and speakings. That's why it was a little hard at the beginning to like, what are they trying to tell me here? And then, yeah, okay. It's giving you the different names in the different languages of like that one specific term or word, and then breaking it kind of like down. like Osiris being interpreted is, I am the light, the life, and the death. Out of myself made I that live. This one's a little more coherent. But then it goes into Mira, my spirit, and Earth, and Mary Lamb, and so that's gonna be a repetitive thing across this section. I do want to keep it as a part because it is a part of the book. It's just something I may not fully invest in reading. Like there's a whole couple of paragraphs with Dan 77 and Git 39. I don't know what that is. It's the tablet of Kai. Kill. Who knows? But there's a lot of different pictures in here. And I think it is worth reading when it is coherent. And it goes on for a little bit. So a lot actually. So we'll keep up with this. I know it gets a little frustrating when I can't pronounce stuff, so I'm gonna do that skipping for the next time. Yeah, very necessary. I will keep on with this section. So yeah, the storms are incoming. I can hear the lightning. So guys, sorry this was a little on the short side. We do have storms incoming. I didn't know where I wanted to be with this book. Because there's a book of Escra. I was like, okay, we could do that. But then this section is like the book of Fragapati. It is very long. This one is long too, but if I cut those not nuanced stuff out, we can get some chunks going. And I don't want to kind of break away because Osiris is pretty long and we might be able to understand that section a bit better by reading this. So guys, sending you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding and protective energy. Please go within, especially reading this book. Be the shoulder, be the lighthouse, seed your truths, sending everybody protection energy and the storms happening around. I mean, storms are always happening, but it's supposed to be bad, especially over here. So until the next time, guys, at least we got something started here. Sorry it wasn't as coherent. Now I get it. And we can pick up full speed ahead the next time. So have a wonderful and fantastic rest of your week. I hope to see you guys on the next one. And have a beautiful and blessed day. Bye for now.